What's good? Welcome to another edition of the Quality1 podcast. I'm your host, DJ Haughton, and we got another hip hop album review. And well, it's sort of like a compilation album I'm going to review, which is Nas, The Lost Tapes, released in 2002. You guys should know who Nas is. I got to get to his autobiography, but yeah, right after this is the success of Nas, it was written, and which it did pretty well. Dope album, pretty dope album. And I think yeah, around '98 he started recording Nas I Am, and which originally was supposed to be a double disc album, but it got heavily bootleg and stuff like that. And like I'm pretty sure I heard the like all my hip hop heads should know that about that story. Got heavily bootleg, and like I said, it was supposed to be a double disc album, and then pretty much he had to like you know so like the one I'm pretty sure you've seen it. The one you saw, like the original version, like you saw. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. You can check it out. Like yeah, that was the original version. Not the repressing that the one we all know, which I have. But yeah, like I actually listened to it. It was like some of the songs sounded different compared, from the present album. Like at least some of the songs from what I got are like sound a little different, but all the same songs. Obviously that's from the one we know, like the repression one. And let's say kept and let's say it caused like let's say heavy bootleg, caused a little bit delays, and which he dropped that same year. He actually dropped two albums the same year, which is Nas I Am and Nostradamus. Uh, dope album. That I love both albums. Like I Am, to me is a classic. I don't care what nobody says. To me, it's a classic album. A lot of people sleep on that album, and and and, and crazy enough, people hate on the Nostradamus album. Like I thought it was I thought it was a cool album. It's not his best, but I thought it was a cool album for him. And then around 2001 he dropped Stillmatic, another dope album. And around that same year with that whole Jay-Z and Nas beef, and I should know about that. And then around 2002, the same year, but like he dropped his he dropped the album Gossip, but it came out later, like late, like yeah, like late during the year around 2002. But of course, during that year, then we had this album, and it's pretty much like the unreleased songs that would have made it through. At least some of the songs that would have made it through on I Am and Stillmatic. And like I mean, to me, it felt like an album, but it's a combination album. So, but yeah, pretty much songs that didn't make it. Maybe maybe a couple songs maybe didn't make it, or it's pretty much like the songs that should would have been on, like I said, on Nas I Am. And we got, see, it was producers on this compilation album are The Alchemist, Derek D. Dot, and Angelitz. This is how you say it. Les, Pookie and Tone, Precision, Rock Roller, Out West, and Kanye West. Like those are the producers on this compilation that's added. Let me show you what the album looks like. Right there, as you see, that's a dope fucking cover with the Queensbridge, and I like how it's added with the tape on the ground and shit, like the microphone right there, like pretty dope. See the back right there, the notebook, that shit's ill. You see Nas right there, just chilling in the background. I like when MCs used to carry the notebooks, to write the rhymes, but I don't think they do that no more. But you see the track listing right there. There's 12 tracks. But I don't know why they didn't add the 12th track in the back. It's kind of weird, but see this there, dope shit. Love the background. This yeah, it's pretty, but it's not much, but it's cool. It's cool with all the graffiti and stuff right there, as you see. I like the color they added right there, and as you know, like you see, yeah, it's fucking dope. Yeah, as you see the like a telephone wire and stuff. See the microphone, cash and stuff. Yeah. Well, I should say more like, yeah, like headphone wire. I should say, yeah, plug and stuff. Dope. Let's go to track one. Do rags. Pretty cool song to start the album. You know, and it has a nice like like a slow pretty much like a slow song to it. That was pretty cool right there. We got track two, My Way, dope track right there. That was pretty dope. We got track three, You Gotta Love It. One of my favorite songs on this compilation album. Dope beat right there. We got track four, Nothing Lasts Forever. Another dope track. One of my favorite tracks right there. And it's pretty much self-explanatory. It's about how like the song is pretty much about you know certain things doesn't last forever. Ever. I'm pretty sure which is anything. Nothing lasts forever. You got to appreciate. Pretty much saying you got to appreciate what you have and stuff like that. That's a dope concept to the song. We got track five, No Ideas, original. Well, yeah, it's pretty much pretty much still relevant to this day. Like when it comes to people having original ideas, but then you know how that goes with that whole bullshit. People want to steal your ideas and stuff. And like for someone like anybody that like where's anything like they always want to take all the credit, but never want to praise that person that started that movement. That's how I got over with that with that song. We got tracks. Yeah, I mean it was a pretty good track right there. We got track six, Blaze of 50, another dope banger. We got track 7, Everybody's Crazy, another dope song. We got track 8, Purple, another dope one. One of my favorite songs as well on there. And that song could have been easily a single right there. Definitely. I definitely see it as a single. And I think it would have been on Nas's I Am. Like songs like Purple, um, You Gotta Love It, Nothing Lasts Forever. I think those songs definitely like as far as like sound, like sound wise, production wise, I think it could have been on the I Am album. Definitely. We got track 9, Drunk Myself, another pretty cool, good song. Track 10, Black Zombie, another dope one. I love that beat. I really love that beat to it. And I love the chorus hook with I think with like there was that female that was singing the hook. Fucking love it. No, that's the chorus too. Like I said with the female vocal, dope shit. That was fire. Track 11, Papa Was a Player, another dope banger. And then we got the last track, which is Festus. Dope way to to end the album. Cool song right there. My overall on this album, fucking dope. Dope compilation album. Uh like not one corny song like to skip over. Like you pretty much you could play this album without skipping a track, and let's say dope beats on there. I love, love the production that was added onto this compilation album, man. You know, and who knows, like if I Am What It came out, that same year in 1999, who knows how it would have sold. Like I think it would. I think it definitely would have been up there from his our other albums like Illmatic. It was written. Um, maybe you could put a Illmatic in there, but I think I Am it definitely would have been on top of the list. Like I think it would have sold well. Like it did well, but you know just to imagine like to see a double disc and maybe some of the songs could have been there. The ones that didn't make it. Like who knows. And I think you guys might have heard that they dropped a, a vinyl, I guess a vinyl version of the original version that's supposed to come out. Like they dropped it on vinyl, but not on CD though. If y'all remember, like I think like a couple years back, and I I, I think eventually they'll put it on CD. But it should have came out on CD in the first place. And then I'm just curious too, like even with if it does come out on CD, someday, I want to know if they would have added the double disc, which I love to. I definitely want to get my hands on it. I'll definitely get both, versions of CD and the vinyl, which I know is going to be pretty hard to get because of these fucking sellers, try to like, yeah. But definitely, I definitely pick this up, you know, definitely a dope compilation album, highly recommended, you know, trust me, you won't skip a track on this. Like it's dope. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And and I definitely do more Nas albums, don't know when, you know, but yeah, but I'll definitely do, definitely do the I Am album someday. Don't know when, but yeah, you know, hope you enjoy it. Until the next one, Queens get the money. Peace.